CryptoSlo, cryptocurrency news and investing.
CryptoSlo with more crypto gains. It's all about the goo, the TRONGOO, that is. So tonight's video is about the new DApp drop called TRONGOO. This is a collaboration of the original Shrimp dev and some other people, and it looks to be quite interesting. So basically it's shrimp on steroids. The goal is to take creatures and make as much goo as possible, and they call this your goo lab. So like right now I'm producing 0.6 goo per second, and there's a countdown timer, and then basically there is a pot of TRX which gets released depending on your goo production. And you're like, how is this any different than a lot of the other div games? Well, this is a very interesting game. First of all, there are different creatures which produce different amounts of goo. As you buy the different creatures, you get different production. Now, you also have the ability to upgrade the creatures as you buy them. So this costs more, and then this creates more production, more goo production. And the more goo you make, the more TRX you take home. Okay, so that's basically one aspect, is you buy creatures. There's all kinds of different creatures with different price points and different upgrades available, which makes this pretty interesting. Now, the rub on this is you also have defensive characters or creatures. These defense creatures allow you to attack other users and steal from the like a deposit pot, which is generated daily. The rub is when you attack someone, though, you lose half of your defensive power, and you really don't want to attack someone else unless you know that your defenses are built up. So this is very interesting. So basically there's divs coming from multiple places, from a community pot where people are attacking each other in order to steal other people's percentage of goo, and there's also the daily div of your regular goo production. Now, this has only been around, I was over on DApp Radar. It did not look like it was showing up when I checked a little bit ago. Let's try it again and check out the news. And let's see, Pixel War has been an evolution, Poker Win. So TRONGOO is not showing up on DApp Radar. So this is very early. Literally, it's only been going on today. So your chance to start goo production is now. So what do I think of this game? I think this game is very cool because this goes back to what I was talking about, why Tron Shrimp is not a sustainable game, because the equation of how the game works is too easily thought out. The one cool thing about the Shrimp was that you could battle the inflation factor by putting more Tron in order to raise your farm up, but for the most part it's a pretty simplistic equation of how the game worked. This game is very interesting because the goo you make, you can deposit into the deposit pot, or you can and fight other players, but then obviously you run the risk of losing your goo, but you also have the ability to steal quite a bit of goo. There is a tutorial button and a Discord for questions and answers, and they start you off with one kitty, and you obviously, as always, need the Tron Link wallet, which installs in the Google Chrome browser to start play, and a couple TRX for the smart contract, energy bandwidth that it takes to make a go of it. But this will be definitely interesting. I'll be posting more videos and I'm going to give this a little further inspection tomorrow to just see where I want to upgrade and what kitties I want to make. I have not done a mathematical comparison yet of you know, whether or not there is one creature is better than another, but what I am noticing is it does look like there is limits on how many of certain characters you can get. The base kitty, I've got 3 of 9, and like right now I could just go ahead and buy another kitty. Buy smart contract. As always, have a look at your smart contract when it pops up. So I just bought another intern kitty and my goo production went up 0.2, which obviously is nothing. Like I said, this game got off to a pretty quick start, but as this unfolds, we will go into it, and I'll start hopefully getting some strategies and what is the way to go to make the most goo and get the most divs, because when it comes down to it, it's all about the divs when it comes to Tron and DApp. But definitely a cool game. Check it out. I left a link down below. This is CryptoSlo. If you're not talking gains, then we're not talking.